Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? And happy Monday. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you so much. If you've just tripped over Ten of Cups Tarot here and you've never been here before, then I would suggest that you hit that subscription button and join the tribe here. We do have a beautiful tribe. We love to be in the comments. We're talking to each other, getting to know each other, supporting each other, and teaching each other. You're teaching me, and I'm teaching you. And thank you for bringing your best energy here. So what is this reading? I do it once a week. It is on a Monday usually, sometimes on a Tuesday, but on a Monday I bring it to you as the sneak peek for this week. So this is energy for this week for all of the signs. I am reading everything from Aries to Pisces. I have marked everything down below in the description so you can find exactly what you want just by scrolling this video. But please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. I know that a lot of you already who are the ride or dies. Thank you for those of you who are always here clicking, viewing, subscribing, and sharing. And for those of you, you already know your moon and your rising. So you should come here with nothing less than your sun, moon, and rising. It's going to give you a very round picture of who you are. Because no matter what your sun sign is, whether you're a Taurus, an Aries, a Gemini, an Aquarius, what kind of sign are you? What depends on that is the moon and the rising. So I hope that you will take the time to go find a free natal chart anywhere on the interwebs to find out what your moon, your rising, possibly your Venus and your Jupiter are. You don't need to be an astrologer to find that information. So thank you for stopping in here. And if you are someone who is interested in a private read, I've left a link at the bottom of this video. At the very top of the comment section, all the information you need is there. In order to book me over at Wisdeo, it's far more reasonable than you think it might be. All right, I think that's all the blah blahs for you, my friends. And we're going to start with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on for Aries this week. Sneak peek for this week. And look, I don't mean for all of these to be relationship reads. Whatever comes out, right? So it's sometimes going to be about relationship. Sometimes just going to be whatever it is you need to hear, even if you don't think you need to hear it. So here we go. Let's talk about Aries first. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Aries. Lead us in Aries. What's coming up for Aries this week? Sneak peek for this week for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Five of Cups, so it looks like this week is going to be one of possibly looking back. It's possibly nostalgic. It is feelings of regret, things that you maybe should have done, could have done. I think you're woulda, shoulda, coulda on yourself possibly this week. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here. Moons in this deck, the Wandering Moon Tarot. Moons are cups, stars are pentacles. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here, please, for this current week. We do have the Tower. Okay, my friend, buckle in. It looks like, Aries, that there is going to be some sort of a shift or a change, possibly an upheaval that you're not expecting. And I feel that it might bring some feelings of sadness or regret that maybe you saw this coming and you didn't really do anything about it, possibly. Or maybe you've just been stuck in this energy for too long in the Five of Cups. The Tower comes as mercy to break you free from an old illusion, something you built, a path you were on, and it just wasn't where you were supposed to be. Tell me why the Tower is here, please. We've got the Death card. Something is ending here. We've got the Knight of Wands. So I want to say that something is ending, and I want to say that you can't control it. It's out of your control at this point. All you can do is react or respond. I want to say that whatever is happening is going to happen. The Death card is here, which tells me that something is coming to an end, or there is some sort of a transformation. When I get the Tower and the Death card together, it tells me that there is going to be some sort of heavy realization that is going to transform you. And I want to say that with the Knight of Wands here, that somebody may have made a split decision, a risky venture, something like that. It feels like something is about to transform here quickly. But we do have, I think that it brings you to a place of sadness. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here. Brings you to a place of regret. The Tower might be coming in to break down the regret, to get you out of that energy. Take that as it resonates, because there is transformative energy here. It feels like somebody is having some sort of a major awakening, like a very major, something major. It's going to put you on a new path in your life. That's what the Tower does. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here, please. Oh, Charlie just said time in. So Charlie's my guide, by the way, if you've never been here before. Charlie just said time in. So I feel like it's something that's coming to an end that you spent a lot of time on. We've got the 9 of Swords here. You were stuck in a cycle that you weren't happy with. To me, the 9 of Swords is being stuck in that cycle, not being able to leave the cycle of looking into the past, looking too far into the future, and all of this is making you regretful and sad. We do have the King of Wands here. And we do have the Empress. So somebody here, I feel, is having feeling regretful that they didn't go after the Empress. That's what it looks like here. So there is something that's coming to an end, though, I want to say. A massive awakening here. And when you do wake up, when you do have this awakening, Aries, it's going to be a realization that you should have gone after the Empress. That's what it feels like to me. The 9 of Swords tells me you're stuck someplace that's making you unhappy. The King of Wands only shows up when we're inspired to step forward. The King of Wands is always going to get what they want, right? And Aries, that is your energy. The King of Wands is always going to get what they want. It feels like this Tower and the Death card here are here to shake you awake, to tell you it's time for you to take that inspired action toward the Empress here. It feels like if you want it, I feel like this is what is going on this week. Now, it feels like you want to get up and go immediately whenever you have this realization. It could be in a dream, it could be at the dinner table, it could be in the middle of your work day, it could be as you're driving home from work on the commute. But I feel like whatever it is, it's like somebody is going down the road, has the realization, turns around and goes the other way toward the Empress. It does feel like it's a risky sort of, a risky kind of impulsive move is what you're making here. That's what it feels like here. What's this risky impulsive move about? Tell me about this, please. We do have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. You no longer want to be disappointed, heartbroken. It feels like what you want to do is heal with the Empress. We do have the Page of Cups and maybe begin something new. I feel like this Tower is removing a lot of the dead weight or dead energy that you've been hanging on to. It feels like redundant energy that you've been holding on to with the 5 of Cups here. So I feel like really that this awakening or this Tower, this shift of energy, the shakedown that you're having this week is really a realization that it's time to go. It's time to do the thing that you want to do. Take the risks you want to take. And I feel like one of those things is, I feel like the 3 of Swords is telling me you're just going to go for it. The Page of Moons, which is the Page of Cups, is telling me that it is, excuse me, that it is something that it's a surprising reveal to you. I feel like it's being revealed to you in a very surprising way, or it's a moment of realization that I can't just sit here anymore. I've got to do what I want to do. So the World card is here. I feel like you're ready to close some type of chapter, and the chapter is of heartbreak, of sadness. I feel like the Page of Cups is telling me it's an inspired sort of emotional inspiration that you're getting here. The World card is telling me that you are about to close a chapter, but it does feel like it's something that is coming full circle. So I want to say that there is an Empress here for you, Aries. And if you are the Emperor, this is your Empress, right? And you're not the Emperor just because you're an Aries. Just know that there's a criteria. You have to have a lot of wisdom, the wisdom of all the kings, because this one is has the wisdom of all the queens. I guess what I'm trying to say is it feels like here that you are making an about face. That's what it feels like. You're turning back around and going back toward the place where you left in order to get the Empress. It feels like the World card is here and you want to close a chapter with the Empress, and that chapter is one of heartache or heartbreak. It's one of affection. I feel like you have more feelings than affection for this Empress here. We do have the Temperance card, the Page of Swords, and the King of Swords. So it feels like you have been watching this person, and you've been watching and waiting for the right time to speak to this person, head toward this person, send them a message, whatever it is that you are going to do. But Temperance is here. It is the moment of alchemy where everything is in balance. Everything is well. It's time for you to stop stalking and start talking. We do have the King of Swords here. I feel like you do want to have a conversation. What you want to do is, I feel like there's been unfinished business here, or it's something that has not yet come full circle. And I feel like it's almost like you started here and now you've made a circle and now you're coming back here. That's what it feels like. So you've done a lot of things in your life. Time has passed. You've had a whole cycle of life here. And I feel like you will be closing the door on something this week in order to open the door. To make communication. So it does feel like this Tower here is something that is, it's a realization, my friend, that something has to end or transform. What is that? We've got the High Priestess, we've got the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So I do feel that you are leaving the Queen of Wands in the past. That's what it feels like. There is a Queen of Wands here. Someone you were very attracted to, independent. This person is somebody who doesn't necessarily need you, and I think that they've been showing you that they haven't been spending a lot of time with you, or maybe this relationship began in fire, and so maybe it burnt out. We got the Two of Pentacles here, and it feels like this relationship, or whatever this is in the past here with the Queen of Wands, is in the juggle and the struggle, and your intuition has been telling you that this is coming, that something is got to give. And I feel like that something gives this weekend. Or sorry, this week. We've got the Seven of Wands, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we've got the Emperor. There we go. We've got the natural couple here. We've got two people on the same vibration. The Ace of Cups here, I do believe the Emperor is keeping behind the boundaries, that he's really in love with the Empress. And I feel like that's what you're doing this week. Yeah. Communicating with the Empress after you have had some sort of a closing of a chapter in your life, like a major shift in your life, which is the Tower and the Death card. So we do have Sagittarius energy. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Aries, Sagittarius again. We've got Pisces energy, Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus. And we've got more Scorpio energy. Wow. So there's a major realization coming for you this week. You will wake up to something that you didn't see before. All right, Taurus, here we go. My bull gang, how are ya? Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video, right? I always pin a comment to the top of the comments for you if you're interested in booking an appointment for a read. I am currently on a 10-day turnaround time, Taurus. Let's find out what's coming up for you this week, Taurus, and Moon rising, Venus and Jupiter. What is the energy for Taurus this week? Look at that. The Fool. Look. I just did the reading for Aries. If you're dealing with Aries, you might want to scroll back. Maybe you've watched it already. But Aries is ending a chapter with the World card, and you're beginning a new chapter with the Fool. So if you're dealing with an Aries, it could possibly be that this is the week that things get on track here. Tell me why the Fool is here. This is Aries energy. This is about risk-taking, jumping off the edge, taking a leap of faith here. Tell me about Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Page of Cups. Look, Page of Cups showed up in the other reading as well. Page of Cups is telling me that you are going to take a leap of faith, but I don't think you know that you're going to do it yet. I think something is coming up this week, and I feel like you're going to dive right in. I want to say with the Page of Cups here, it's going to surprise you. It's going to shock you, Taurus. It's going to shock you. I don't think that you expected that this would happen. It feels like it's something that you left in the past, it feels like, or... yeah, something is showing up that is going to surprise you and you're about to jump into it. What is this here? We've got the Nine of Pentacles and we've got the Tower. Wow. You've got a Tower as well. So it's going to be a week of change for you, my friend. The Tower only shows up when you're going the wrong way or you've built some type of an illusion and you can't see it. So the Tower, the universe shows up and says, you're ready for change and here it comes. I want to say that you're going to face this with confidence, Taurus. You're going to face this Tower with confidence. It will be shocking. It will rock your world. But I don't think it's going to be the most terrible thing you've ever been through, Taurus, because I feel like you've built up a resistance, because the Nine of Pentacles is about building your confidence all by yourself. So I feel like in the past, Taurus, you may have reacted to this, and I feel like you're more into responding because you're moving slower, looking over details, taking care of yourself, being very confident in where life is going here. And so tell me more about this Fool energy here. How is Taurus going to take the leap of faith? I have the windows open, Taurus, so you're going to hear sirens and the like around me here. Sorry, not sorry. All right, here we go. I live on the edge of my city and they're always going out to the perimeter. So sometimes it can get loud. All right, here we go. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus, please. Tell me about the Fool. What is the leap of faith, Taurus? We have the Four of Swords. Somebody you haven't really been talking to, maybe spotty communication. We have the Temperance card. Temperance also showed up in Aries. These two readings are kind of connected to each other here. So we do have Temperance for the Ten of Cups. Look, Taurus. Taurus, it's time. It's the moment of alchemy for the Ten of Cups. And I feel like you're going to hear about that, see something. The tower is going to fall for you. It's a realization. The tower is falling on the Nine of Pentacles, which means the tower is falling on your single life. I feel like you're not going to be single for much longer for those of you who have been waiting on someone, or you might meet someone new. Take it as it resonates. It could be new because of the Page of Cups is here. But I feel like it's going to be dropped in your lap this week. That's what it feels like. For some of you, not all of you, please remember that we're not all at the same stages of learning, and not all of us are ready for this. And if you are the one who has been doing all the work and you're ready for it, I feel like for some of you, you could be getting some sort of really big, beautiful, emotionally happy moment of alchemy with someone that you have not spoken to in a long while. We've got the Four of Swords, and so it feels like the reason we haven't been speaking is not because they're dating someone else or all the dramatic bullshit. It's because of healing. You two have gone to your opposite corners, and through the time that you have not seen each other, you have been healing, both of you. Tell me about the Tower, please. Tell me about the Tower for Taurus. Got the Five of Cups. Look. The Tower fell on the Five of Cups. I know I keep talking about Aries, but it's like the same thing. It's like a different deck. It's the same energy that's coming out here. So we have the Tower, and it's falling on the Five of Cups. Taurus, you're about to come out of some sort of regretful sadness. It's gone. I feel like the Tower is pulling it down. This was an illusion. The illusion was you felt sad that you couldn't be with the person you wanted to be with, but I feel like the illusion is you could always be with them. It was that we just needed to do some healing and wait for the moment of alchemy. Wait for the right time to take this leap of faith. We do have the Hermit energy, and I feel like you are minding your business, staying in your lane. I think that you're full of wisdom. I feel that you are keeping to yourself, Taurus, that you're not approaching this person, you're not chasing them, you're not talking to them, and I feel like you're not expecting them at all. But the Ten of Wands is here. You're about to drop some burdens here with somebody that I feel that you probably haven't talked to, probably for maybe some of you, it could be 10 years. Pentacles are here. It could be 5 and 1 is 6. We've got soulmate energy here, but 6 months. Cups are months for me. It could be that. How are we dropping burdens? Why are we dropping burdens? It's like we're dropping the burdens of silence, dropping the burdens of not speaking to each other and being in regret. How do we do that? We've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Ace of Wands, and we have the Three of Cups. We do that through a reunion on a very exciting new reunion. We are going to speak to each other finally. The Eight of Swords, we're going to get out of the Eight of Swords. We go from the Eight of Swords to the Ace of Wands. We go from being stuck in the head in hermit mode, and in this Five of Cups, we go from being stuck there to the Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups, the reunion, the happiness, the celebration. So Taurus, I feel like I want to say buckle in, because for some of you, there is something that's coming up this week, and you will hear from somebody, whether it's a friend or somebody that you've been in love with, or maybe a member of the family you haven't spoken with in years and years. It feels like somebody is coming forward here because they want to drop burdens with you. And I feel like the Tower is here for that reason. It needs to restructure the energy between you and someone else. So whether it's a family, a member of the family, a best friend, or somebody that you're in love with or have been in love with, I feel like there is going to be some sort of an investment here. We're going to begin something brand new. The Queen of Wands is here with the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, the Queen of Wands is the go-getter, right? She's the one who is moving forward with the tenacity of, you know, she's got so much tenacity, independent. This person is the person who is like moving on with their life. Taurus, I feel like you've moved on with your life and you don't even see this sneaking up behind you. But the world is, the Wheel of Fortune is here to tell me you're going to experience a lot of change this week, and it's going to lead to some sort of investment in the self or an investment in a new path here. Possibly with the King of Pentacles, the one who wants to settle down. Take it as it resonates for you. I don't think I need to tell you anything more than that. So we do have what do we have here? We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have the Hermit, who is Virgo. We do have some Scorpio energy here. We do have Pisces. We have Cancer. We have Temperance, which is Sagittarius. And then we have some Aries energy. We did see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn at the bottom of the deck waiting in the future for you. All right, Gemini, here it is. Happy birthday, friends. How are you? How's it going? Look, you're not telling me in the comments when your birthday is. We all want to be able to say happy birthday to you. So if you want to share that, I would love to hear from you. How is the season going for you? I know we just began, but how is this season going for you? Let's talk about Gemini, please, for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the birthday babies. What's coming up for Gemini, please? Gemini, we have the Three of Wands. What have you been waiting on? Feels like you've been waiting on something. You're ready to go. It's like your shoes are on, you got your purse or your bag, and you're right by the door waiting for something here. Somebody is holding on to the Ace of Wands, ready for some sort of new, exciting path, ready to leave the Two of Wands in the past. Feels like somebody here has been waiting for something, and I think something's about to arrive. What's about to arrive for Gemini, please? The Queen of Cups. So it could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I do see this person as feminine leaning energy, but she also is masculine energy. And so the Queen of Cups is somebody who is a good mother, who is a good father, somebody who is kind and compassionate, somebody who is quite psychic, somebody who's very loving and kind. Could be a matriarch, right? A mother, a grandmother. Oh, look at that. We do have the King of Cups. It looks like it's a soulmate connection that's coming in, my friend. So I'm going to say, I know that you're in Swords. You could have some water, but you don't have to. I feel like these two people are connected psychically, and you don't have to have any sort of specific sign in your chart in order to know that you have a deep connection to somebody. This is a soulmate connection. Two people who are currently not speaking with each other. I think this is about to arrive for you this week. You're about to come into connection with your soulmate. A soulmate, because we have many, many of them, right? So these two people are each holding a cup. They are ready to commit already when they meet each other. And I feel like this connection is very deep. Tell me more about Gemini, please. We do have the Five of Cups. So I want to say that what is coming in is that two people are coming back into contact with each other. I want to say that you've been away from each other, or, you know, the Three Cups are poured out here. So it tells me the party's over. Like, we haven't seen each other. There was no reunion. We haven't been talking to each other. We haven't been sharing heart space energy. This is all very emotional. So there is an emotional connection coming in for you, whether it's a new person or someone that you know. I don't care. I don't have a horse in that race. So, I mean, you can take it as it resonates for you, but it looks like the Five of Cups is telling me either somebody here is really lonely and is going to be coming into some sort of a union with somebody who's perfect for them, like your perfect match, or this is somebody that you already know, and you're waiting on some sort of communication, maybe reunion of some sort. Tell me why the Three of Wands is here. We do have the Knight of Wands. So it's coming in pretty quickly, quicker than you think. I want to say that this is like a perfect couple. I do see the King and the Queen of Cups. They totally match each other, which all the sets of the court cards do. But these particular ones, no matter how far apart they are from each other, they vibrate the same. They are emotional. They are connected psychically. They are two people. This one is intuitive. This one is psychic. And they are two people who are on the same vibration. So it feels like that when we come into, if this is somebody new for you and that you might be meeting this week, you will know this person. You will feel stable and sturdy with them. You will feel that they are very honest and truthful. You will feel their depth. There's no way you can't be around a Scorpio and not feel their depth. This is, you know, you got Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces here. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. But there's no way you cannot feel the depth of Scorpio, no matter where it comes up in the chart. So we do have the Knight of Wands. One wand here, and one wand, and the three tells me four. So it feels almost like you two fit together like a puzzle piece. Like the Four of Wands is, you know, the 11-11. This is a connection that has always been through the test of time. I feel like this is all arriving way sooner than you think it is. For some of you, it might be someone from the past because the knight is pointed into the past. We do have the Page of Swords. This is somebody who you've been watching possibly, or somebody who's been watching you. Take it as it resonates. And I feel like what you're seeing is overwhelming and confusing, all of those things. I feel like the person, I feel like whoever this energy is, right? Whether it is that you are the King or the Queen of Cups, I feel whoever's watching the other person is kind of overwhelmed because they know that they have a lot of options. It's almost like you know that there's a lot of people that are seeking out the attention of your person, whether you are the King or the Queen of Cups. And I know that you're an air sign, but it does feel like this is something that is based in emotions. This is not swords. This is based in emotions. That when you show yourself to somebody who has this energy, that you will mirror the energy, whether you are the king or the queen. So there's about to be some reciprocity here in the pentacle world. We're about to get face to face. So if you don't know this person, I feel like you'll bump into them somewhere face to face. It looks like it's probably in a place where there is a lot of reciprocity going on. So a restaurant, a gas station, it's like people talking to each other. Or it could be while you're volunteering. This is also someone who's showing charity to others. It could be some sort of volunteer prospect here. But the King of Pentacles is, of course, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. I feel like you will be meeting this person in the Pentacle world. This person is somebody who is ready to settle down. They are looking for someone like them so they can settle down. This person, though, I feel like you'll be up in your head when you meet them because it's almost like it's going to be too good to be true. Look, this person is beautiful or handsome. They are grounded. They are solid, secure. This person automatically feels protective or compassionate, and it feels like there's an immediate attraction of energy. Now, y'all may be good looking, beautiful, whatever, but I feel like the attraction is energy. It's like our energies fit together like puzzle pieces here. We've got the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Devil. There's like an obsessive attraction here. It's like somebody, once they get you in their clutches, doesn't want to let you go. That's what it feels like here. Somebody's been up in their head thinking, I can't find someone who's codependent. But I feel like the feminine energy in this equation is somebody who's very independent, somebody who is very independent, very strong, does their own thing. And, when the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups show up together, I love it because it's temperance, right? Fire and water. It's a very good balance of this queen teaching this queen that you have to drink for yourself first before you move forward, because people will deplete this queen. She's in danger of being depleted of her energy, her emotion, her empathy. People will just come along with a straw and suck it all up, right? And she'll give and she'll give and she'll give. But the Queen of Wands is here to remind her that she should drink for herself first. So I feel like what's going on here for you this week, Gemini, it feels like you will be meeting someone, whether you are the feminine or the masculine. It does feel like this person is beautiful to look at. Almost like you can't take your eyes off them. I'm going to say it's like they have some sort of look you sort of obsess over, I want to say. And you drop your burdens right there. You realize that this is the one. So it might be somebody that you've seen around possibly, and you're hoping to see around again. But for some of you, it could be somebody that you already know, someone from the past, because the Knight of Wands is there. Take it as it resonates for you, Gemini. It looks like there is some sort of new beginning here happening, some sort of transformation. Something is ending, so something can begin. The ending is here, the beginning is here, and in the middle we have the Lovers. Two people who can't take their eyes off each other. Things are going to move fast because there's going to be quick decisions made here about what we're going to do next. We have Capricorn energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, Aquarius. And there we go. All right. Tell me about Cancer, please. Let's take a look at Cancer. Sneak peek for this week for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming up for this week? Cancer, I just did a monthly reading for you. So take a look at that on the platform here. Tell me about Cancer. What is coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week for Cancer. We do have the Four of Swords. So I want to say this week is a week that you're going to be spending by yourself, possibly. Healing, taking time to rest, resting the mind. The Four of Swords is about stability, Fours are always about stability. It's about stability of the mind, and this Four of Swords is Libra energy. So it is really about getting your balance this week, spending time by yourself, healing, napping, sleeping, all the things that you should be doing for yourself, but maybe you haven't been up to here. We do have the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Why do we have the Three of Pentacles here, please? We do have the Star, and we have the Ten of Wands. So I want to say that there is definitely some healing going on this week. It feels like for some of you, you might be healing from some type of a partnership here. Maybe a job, maybe it's just a time that you get a couple of days off to spend by yourself. The Star energy here tells me that you're feeling very vulnerable to all the burdens that you've been carrying. And it's time to shift your energy. It feels like it is time to feel, I feel like you're trying to feel hopeful under all of these burdens that you're carrying, but I want to be honest with you. I think that they're mental burdens. I don't think that they're physical burdens. It's probably, it feels like it's something that's already done. It's over. It's like you've dropped the burdens already, but you can't let it go mentally. That's what it feels like here. You can't let this issue go from your mind. We do have the Sun. We do have the Moon. Interesting. Wow. And then we have the Six of Wands. Look, I feel like I'm speaking to a Cancer who's been very deeply burdened or heavily burdened by things that you refuse to put down. And I feel like you refuse to put these things down mentally. I feel like it's not a physical burden for you. It's not a spiritual burden, but it does feel like it's a mental burden. It's something you're thinking about that you can't let go of. And it feels like you really need healing for this. I'm going to say this healing is coming. The Sun and the Moon are here together, and it's compromise, or they complement each other, right? The Moon doesn't have its own luminosity or illumination. It has to be, the Sun has to be there in order for us to see the Moon, right? It shines its light on the Moon. I want to say when I see the Sun and the Moon together, coming up together like that, it's like it goes from night to day. I want to say that this is the week where you feel more healed. If you've been sort of dragging this around, feeling heavily burdened, dragging things around, thoughts around, hoping for healing, trying to do better things for yourself, I feel like the victory that you have here with the Six of Wands is, the Six of Wands is all about coming from the fight or the war, right? Coming back home after that and having had victory in it, right? Doing well for yourself. It's excitement. It is finally getting over the finish line. I want to say that this is the week where you finally start feeling lighter and you drop some of the mental burdens that you've been carrying. But I want to say it's almost like you go to sleep one night and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, this is a better day. Like this feels a whole lot better to me. So I want to say if you've been carrying around some heavy burdens, my friend, that it's this is the week that I feel that you will go from night to day in your energy and all of a sudden begin to look at things in a brighter light, that things are going to be illuminated for you, because when the Sun is here, it's a growth period. So I want to say that you've gone through the healing that you need to go through at this time, because we never stop healing. But the Sun is here to tell me that everything that you've been thinking, I feel like you're about to drop all of those burdens and get the victory here. Tell me what's coming up in the future. We do have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. I want to say that you've been trying to, maybe you've been low on energy. It feels like you've been low on energy, like you just don't feel motivated to do anything, I want to say. And it's because you're heavily laden with these emotional memories that you're holding on to. So I don't know what those emotional memories are about, but I feel like it's something that you've been holding on for a really long time. This is Scorpio energy, the Seven of Cups. And so I want to say that Scorpio takes their time making a decision as to whatever they're going to do. And it feels to me like you've been carrying around some mental, emotional burdens for a really long time. I want to say that the Knight of Swords is here, and that's the one who kind of cuts through the bullshit, right? I want to say that your mind's going to become clearer this week, that you're going to have a little more energy, maybe and not a lot more, but it feels like it happens overnight. So it feels like you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I feel better. Like I can move better. I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to go for a drive, or I'm going to get on that project that I have not had the energy to put any energy into that project. It's time to do that. So I feel like that you've been overwhelmingly feeling like you just can't get up, that you're not motivated, you can't do it and that's what having these thoughts, these depression thoughts, I'm not diagnosing you, please, I'm not a doctor, but I'm saying that these depressive thoughts that are emotional are holding you down, and they have been, but I feel like the healing is coming for you this week. So we do have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. You go from the Five of Pentacles to the World, which tells me that you go from feeling on the outside looking in, or feeling by yourself, or feeling lonely. That's the end of that. So the World card is here telling me that there is an accomplishment or something that comes full circle, something that is a milestone for you. I feel like you're going to stop being hard on yourself mentally and emotionally. I feel like you're living inside of yourself at some point here. And I feel like all of this, when it alleviates, when it lifts from you, you end up in the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like you realize that now you have the energy to do a bunch of things. Like it's almost like you're going through the backlog, right? That you got to get the taxes done. You got to get the grass mowed. You got to clean the windows. You got to clean the house. It feels like everything has been building up, and that's what will happen when we're kind of in a depressed state, when things are heavy on us, right? So I feel like this is the week where you start to feel a little bit lighter, Cancer. The Three of Cups, the celebration. I like it. Celebrating that this is the end of this cycle. I like it. All right. Feeling a whole lot better than you were. We have Gemini energy. We have Scorpio energy. We have Leo. We have Pisces and Cancer energy. We have more Leo energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We do have more Aquarius energy and some more Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. All right, Leo, let's find out what's going on with you, my friend. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. I've posted a note there if you're interested. It tells you how to get over to where I am so you can book me. Tell me about Leo. What's coming up this week for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for Leo, please? What is coming up for Leo? Leo, we begin with magic. I like it. It's a magical week. It's a week of getting things done. You have all the tools. It's a week of manifestation. Why do we have the Magician here? Why do we have the Magician here, please? The Wheel of Fortune's here. We have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords. Look, it feels like somebody here is getting a manifestation. So I don't know who you are, but you seem to have done quite a bit of work. I feel like it's time for things to change. It feels like you've been stuck in your mind as a prisoner in your mind. You've put yourself there. It feels like there is a situation here where you felt like your hands were tied and there was really nothing that you could do. Now, the thing is that she could just scoot on over to one of these swords and cut the binds off of her hands. But that's, it's like she feels like she can't find her way, right? We do have the Ace of Swords. So I want to say that Leo, if you have been wanting to open a conversation with somebody about something, it feels like everything's about to change. If you've been manifesting something, I feel like everything's about to change. Whatever you want wants you. And I feel like you're getting out of this Eight of Swords. You're going from the Eight of Swords to the Ace of Swords. So it tells me that you want to have a conversation with someone. Possibly, maybe you're going to have a download or a realization, an aha moment, a moment of triumph and clarity. Tell me what you've been manifesting here, Leo. What have you been manifesting? Making some sort of a really big decision about your singledom. So I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's possibly doing everything on their own. I feel like it's you. I feel like you've had time to build yourself up. somebody here probably has a business, and I feel like you've been manifesting the opening of a business possibly. The Nine of Pentacles, though, is about being very confident about where you're going and what you've built, and you've done it on your own. I feel like the Judgment card is telling me here that you're going to be making a decision that's best for everyone involved as it pertains to your manifestation. The King of Swords is here, that always wants truth and justice. I always want to give people the honest truth. And we do have Judgment here, which is Virgo and Pisces energy. It feels like for some of you, something is about to be reconciled, but I think it's reconciled within you. I don't think you're having a reconciliation with anybody. I think you're reconciling things within you, with the King of Swords, being honest and truthful with yourself about how you've built things up to here. And I think it's a little bit of, you know what? Nobody can take that from me. Nobody can tell me that they helped me or that I was on someone's, curtails, or, it feels like it's a big decision that whatever you've got because you deserve it, because you've worked for it, and your manifestation's coming in because we all get what we deserve, good or bad. We all get what we deserve. And so I feel like your manifestation is about to arrive here. What's the manifestation? Things are about to change. You're about to come out of this place in your head, and the Ace of Swords is here saying there's some sort of a new beginning that starts with conversation. Tell me what you're manifesting here. We do have the Seven of Cups, we have the World card, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you are manifesting the end of some sort of really tough cycle that you've been in, one that's been very emotional or overly emotional. It's been one of I feel like you've had to put out a lot of fires with water. I'm going to say, it feels like there's a lot of emotional opportunities that you've been manifesting, but what you're really manifesting is the closure of feeling confused, feeling like you can't, Seven of Cups is here, feeling like you can't see your way through, feeling way too emotional. I feel like you get grounded this week with the Seven of Pentacles, and you realize that you've put a lot of hard work into this manifestation. What you are manifesting is the changing of something here, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune, and we do have the World card. The World card is something that is coming full circle. And I feel like when your chapter closes, you go from feeling confused and overwhelmed and anxious to feeling grounded and solid and knowing your path, because the Seven of Pentacles is about throwing the seeds of intention and then watching them grow. But you have to have an intention, and that's the truth. You have to pick a path. So I feel like after you close this chapter of feeling like you couldn't get out of your head, feeling like it was all overly emotional, I feel like this new conversation shows up for you here, my friend. We've got the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you've cleared some karmic justice, my friend. That's what it feels like. You might be feeling better or lighter, or feeling more like you have a lot more energy to put in the work on something. Tell me what this Ace of Swords is about, please, for Leo. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Page of Pentacles. It seems to me like you are coming out of this place of being shut off, shut down, I want to say. It feels like you've been holding on to the hope that if you communicate with somebody, that they're going to be reciprocal in that communication. The Four of Pentacles tells me that you've been holding on to that hope, but it also tells me that we have not been, or you have not been, take it as it resonates, maybe they have not been very open, not very vulnerable. Somebody here with the Four of Pentacles is keeping it all to the chest, shut off, shut down. I'm not really talking to you, not really giving you my energy, but I think that's about to change because the Eight of Wands is here. The Eight of Wands is somebody communicating with another person, possibly an earth sign, communicating with someone and saying, can I see you face to face? I'd like to come see you. Can I come to your home? Can I come see you? We do have the King of Wands. You are feeling motivated to get in your vehicle and go. You are the Emperor here. I feel like you're taking charge of the situation. You're no longer sitting back and waiting for the situation to change. You're no longer being hard on yourself. I feel like somebody here is moving forward to speak with somebody else, whether it is a family friend or whether it's your best friend that you haven't been speaking to, been shut off from, and maybe you've been closed off from your family. It could be a relationship thing in love. But I feel like this is really important, that you really had to make the decision to get to get solid and sturdy, grounded and stable, to get confidence. You have to build up your confidence first and be honest with yourself with a lot of things. So I feel like that's part of your manifestation. And your manifestation is, I don't want to live in this energy anymore. And I think that you get your manifestation. So I feel like that's coming in this week. You will have a shift of energy, a change of mind. And I feel like in that change of mind that you're going to feel inspired to get in your vehicle and take charge of a situation here. 10 of Pentacles. It might be about relationship, but it could be about a job. Take it as it resonates for you. But whatever it is that you're taking a chance on, to speak to someone to see if you can see them to their face. Like, I feel like you want to see them in the Pentacle world. You don't want to text with them or be on the phone. I feel like you want to see them in the Pentacle world. And you go from the Page of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you want something that's going to last a long time, or you're going to talk to somebody about money. You're going to make decisions about money. Take it as it resonates for you. This week, there is going to be a lot of changes, though. Fated changes. Changes that are coming that are divine. Right? So these are not things that you can stop from arriving. These are things that that you just have to take them as they come. You have to go with the flow and realize that you have the power, right? You're the conqueror. You're the emperor. You're showing up here as somebody who's very sturdy and stable and ready to take charge of the situation. So we do have the inspiration here. We have Chariot, which is Cancer energy. I feel like you've been keeping your feelings under the surface with somebody, and you might be ready to just let them know exactly how you're feeling. We have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have more Aries energy here. We have Sagittarius. We do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo and Pisces. We do have, again, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and more Aries energy. Seems like it's going to be quite a week for you, my friend. All right, Virgo. Let's talk about you, Virgo. If you're interested in a private read, please look below this video at the top of the comments. You will find whatever you need to book a private read if that's what you want. Virgo, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Virgo this week. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. We do have the Two of Wands. There is a decision. Prepare to make some sort of decision. This is the preparatory state. We're kind of sizing things up, looking down the path, kind of seeing what's down there, seeing what's over there. Where do I want to go? It's a decision that you're making here. You're preparing to make some sort of decision about what you're going to do next. Tell me about the Two of Wands for Virgo here. Tell me about the Two of Wands for Virgo. It's a tough decision. Look, these cards weren't going together. It feels like it's going to be a hard decision, one that you shouldn't take lightly. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. We do have the High Priestess. It's something you've been preparing to do intuitively. Like, I feel like you're, excuse me, the High Priestess is here. So I feel like you've been preparing to make this decision for a while, and this is the external, this is the internal. So I think internally you've been preparing for some sort of emotional happiness here. That's what it feels like here. It feels like you have been, you've decided that you need to make a decision about something, but moving forward to something here. So the Wheel of Fortune is change. It's time for you to change, I want to say. And maybe that doesn't sound like a very happy place for you, because you do move slow like all the other earth signs. But I want to say with the Wheel of Fortune that it's divine timing. Something's about to change. And what's about to change is the Ten of Cups. I feel like we are going from the internal to the external. I feel like you're actually taking a step out onto the path now. That's what it feels like here with the Wheel of Fortune being divine timing. It also is expansion, right? You're about to expand your life, expand into the Ten of Cups, expand your happiness. Tell me why the Wheel of Fortune is here, please. I think that you have been possibly dreaming about this. Maybe you know it from the dream state. That's what it feels like. You know what? We're going to talk about this decision. What's the decision that you're making? What is the decision? What is the decision for Virgo this week? Sneak peek for this week. We do have the Two of Swords. It's a decision to make a decision. Like, it's a decision to get out of this block state, out of this energy of feeling blocked, not being able to make a decision. I feel like the mind is being healed here with the star, that you are feeling more hopeful this week about something than you've ever felt. We've got the Seven of Swords. I feel like you're feeling hopeful that the truth is going to come out, that the truth is going to come to the surface, or you feel like you need to be honest with someone. You need to heal the Seven of Swords. It feels like you want to say something to someone. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is concealing here. We've got the Empress in the reverse, we've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Seven of Cups. It feels to me like that you're confused, I want to say. That at times the Empress can be in the reverse. I want to say that the reason that the Empress is in the reverse possibly is because she doesn't trust you or you don't trust her. Take it as it resonates for you. The Empress is feminine leaning energy, but can also have masculine energy. All people have masculine and feminine energy. You don't have a choice in that. So the Empress is here. I feel like this Empress is probably in reverse because of the Seven of Swords. This person doesn't trust you, or you don't trust them if you're the Empress. But it feels like there is something that needs to be said here. The Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups, it is sort of a confusing time about emotions. So I feel like you don't know how the Empress feels. Maybe that's why you see them in the reverse. They could be ignoring you, maybe not giving you much of their energy. And that's why you could see that they're in the reverse. Like, you know this person's worth, but they're not showing any of it to you. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Got the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So it does feel like you did detach from this person, or they detached from you emotionally, and it became very burdensome. So the King of Pentacles is telling me here that we need to get things stabilized. It's time for us to stabilize our feelings about each other, stabilize, like, tell the truth, be honest with each other. I feel like if you can get a face-to-face with this person, that things could probably go well, but right now it tells me that things are all in swords and cups. So you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling emotional, it's all up in your head, you haven't done anything yet, you're trying to make the decision to step forward, that I feel that you feel it's going to work out in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is here saying it's go time. So it is time to expand. What is this? We've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Six of Wands, and we've got the Hermit. So it does feel like somebody wants to go from the Three of Swords to the Six of Wands. We want to go from heartbreak and disappointment in this situation, but I want to push forward for the victory here. Now, I think that you think this person doesn't have a lot to say to you, that they might ignore your calls, they might ignore your texts. I feel like it's been a very long time, and so you're not really sure if this person is going to want to speak with you. The Knight of Pentacles is here with the Hermit. Those are both cards of Virgo. Those are both your energies. So I feel like you've been quiet, you've been planning, you've been patient, and I feel like you do want the victory. I feel like there has been some sort of a rift or a problem between the Empress and you. Somebody doesn't trust the other one. Maybe you don't trust each other. But it feels like if you want it, it's time to drop the burdens and get some stability here. And it feels like with the Wheel of Fortune, it tells me that everything is about to change. Your feelings are about to change. This Ten of Wands is about to change. You're about to drop it. What's about to change here is the Three of Swords as well, and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like everything is about to change this week. I feel like you're feeling super vulnerable this week, I want to say. Like, you don't want to be vulnerable. I don't think you like to be in that space of vulnerability. It always depends where Virgo shows up in your chart. I'm just talking about the Virgo sun, that you really don't like to be very vulnerable, but it does depend on what's in your moon, rising, and Venus. And I feel like this week is a week that you need to make a decision about what you're going to do. I think you're going to charge in on somebody here. The Five of Wands is, I don't know how it's going to go down. I feel like you haven't made the decision yet, but we've got the Five and the Two of Wands, which is 7. So you've got some pretty tight boundaries, or maybe you're holding your position right now, but it does feel like if it's not this week, it might be the week ahead. We've got the King of Swords, and it feels like you do want to speak to somebody, and it does feel like with this particular King of Swords that you're ready to charge in on someone and just give them the straight goods, be honest, be truthful, right? Because there is the Seven of Swords here, and I think that's why the Empress is in the reverse, because this person you see is not paying you any mind, any attention, because they don't trust you, or because maybe you don't trust them. But I feel like you don't trust that they are telling you the truth, and so the truth is about to come out here. That's what it feels like. All right, got Virgo energy here. More Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn as well. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Libra and Taurus. We've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. We've got some Piscean energy. More swords, more fire. All right. Libra, this is you, my friends. Libra, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Let's find out what's going on for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is the sneak peek for this week. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. I have pinned a comment to the top of the comments, and I'll take you right over to Wizio if you'd like to book me. I'm on a 10-day turnaround time. It's more reasonable to book than you think. All right, let's talk about Libra. What's going on this week, Libra? We've got something exciting coming up. It feels like there's movement, something exciting, something, maybe you'll be taking some sort of a little bit of a risk this week, but it feels like there is some excitement coming your way this week. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is here, please. We've got the Star, we've got the King of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Swords. Got the Six of Cups in the distance here. So I want to say this to you, Libra. It does feel like there is excitement coming at you this week. And I want to say it's in the form of love. But I'm going to say this, unfortunately, is in the form of love that you have already decided you don't want. The King of Cups is here and the Ten of Swords is here. I feel like the King of Cups is the one that may have broken your heart. Libra, the Scorpio, possibly, or Pisces and Cancer, but this is the card of Scorpio. It could be an Aquarius as well. It feels like there is somebody here who you consider to be someone that you have a lot of happy memories with or emotional memories with. So this could be a friend, this could be a lover, this could be someone in your family. The King of Cups is somebody who is possibly a patriarch or someone who's older than you. Could be a father or a grandfather or an older brother. But the King of Cups is also full of love, right? So this person is emotionally available. This person is someone who's emotionally intelligent. I want to say that you've been hoping to see this person or hear from them, but I feel as though you haven't for a while. I feel like this person might be coming at you, but the thing I want to say though is maybe you ended it with this person or they ended it with you. Take it as it resonates for you, because it was only passion. It feels like it was only fire. And when the fire went out, so did the relationship. I want to say that this time it feels like somebody is coming back with feelings, I want to say. Not only passion, but also being emotionally available. Now, the thing is this, is that the Ten of Swords is here. This person betrayed you. This is somebody that broke up with you or someone that you don't particularly trust, somebody that hurt you. Tell me about the Knight of Wands, please. They didn't give you a whole lot of stability when they were in your life before either. I think that you thought this person was your Ten of Cups and your Four of Wands, the King of Wands. So they're very attractive. You're very attracted to their energy. They're very fiery, very spicy. And that's what I was saying about the Knight. So I feel like your Knight of Wands has grown up to be a king. And I feel like this person is actually quite in balance now. It feels like the King of Wands and the King of Cups are here. To me, fire and water is temperance. And so it feels like these two complement each other. This person, I feel, though, unfortunately, is somebody who just ghosted you or stopped talking to you, stopped answering your texts or your emails. It feels like with the Ten of Swords, it was a brutal ending. So regardless of whether this person comes in emotionally available for you, I feel like what you wanted from them was the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, but I feel like the King of Wands was only in for fire. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like here. I feel like you're going to hear from this person this week. You are going to hear from somebody this week. Yeah, they're coming after the Empress. So I don't know if you've had a level up or maybe they're finally seeing your worth, but it feels like somebody here is having regret about letting go the Empress because they are very attracted. It feels like you're going to be excited when you hear from them, but it also feels like that you still have sadness, regret. And when they're coming at you, it feels like they're coming at you in fire. I'm just going to be honest. We have 1, 2, 3 wands, and I feel like you've been waiting for this for a really long time. The thing is that I think that you think that when they come back round that they're here for the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands because that's what you wanted from them previously, Libra, but I don't think that they're coming in for that. I think they're coming in for more fire. I want to say. So the regret is that they're coming in for more fire. You're excited to hear from them. You're excited to hear from them and hear that they want to have a new path, because you're very attracted to this person. This person's a king. They do well in their life. And they are feeling a little more emotionally available to you. Tell me more, please. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel's coming up in all the readings here. Lots of changes going on this week for all the signs. I want to say this person is coming in to declare their feelings. There it is. That's what it feels like, because the Chariot's here. They want victory. That's Cancer energy. I feel like that this person who is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer has had their feelings under the surface, and now they've decided they want balance. They want the victory. They want to charge in on you and tell you this. The King of Swords is someone who deals in honesty only, right? We have 3 kings here. It could be somebody who is in pre-emperor energy. The only energy we don't see here is the King of Pentacles, who is the one that's about stable, sturdy, honest, want to settle down. This person, I don't feel, wants to settle down just yet, but they are going to be honest about the feelings and how their mind has changed. It feels like somebody here has had a change of mind. The Wheel of Fortune is here. And I feel like they're going to speak to you in a really positive way. Like, I feel like they're going to tell you a lot of positive stuff. The Wheel of Fortune is that. It's fortunate conversation, and it's a change of mind here. Then we have the Chariot. Somebody here wants to have a victory with you, but you're unsure. Yeah, you're going to have to go in and think about it. You're unsure about whether they're just on this path of passion again or not. And I got to tell you, I'm unsure as well, because the King of Wands is always going to step forward with enthusiasm. They're always going to step forward and be inspired to do so. They will not do it unless they're inspired. We do have the King of Cups here, which tells me that this person is keeping feelings deeply hidden under the surface. And that's the reason possibly why this thing ended, because they're, Scorpio can be hard to deal with. They're very stoic on the surface. They don't really show you what they're feeling. They want you to show it to them first. And I feel like sometimes when you show it to them, they run away. Like, it feels like somebody was running away from their feelings, but they're coming back as the King of Swords here, somebody who wants to be very honest about how they feel about you, and they want to get some balance with you. I feel like you're going to take it away and think about it, though. I don't think you're going to give them an exact answer, because look, you're right here. You've been, since they left, since they've been gone, Kelly Clarkson, right? Since they've been gone, you've built yourself up to here. It feels like you've gotten really confident. You're doing really well. You look really good on the outside, the inside. You're the Empress, right? This is pre-Empress. This is Empress. I feel like your finances are doing well. Your business is doing great. You've been minding your business and staying in your lane, and all of a sudden this person shows up behind you, right? The Empress is here. All of this is in front of her, but the kings are behind her, right? The only one that's in front of her is the King of Swords, which tells me that this is how this person is going to approach you, no matter what their sign is. I don't care what their sign is. They're going to approach you as the King of Swords, who is head over heart. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the changes we can make. I'll tell you a little bit about my feelings. It looks like someone's ready to crack open the door and maybe show you a little bit of actually how they feel. But it feels to me like there will be some sort of conversation coming here about, they're going to want to meet you face to face, by the way. They're not going to want to do this in text. They're not going to want to do it over the phone. They're going to want to meet you face to face. It feels like there is some sort of really honest conversation coming. This person is going to clue you in on everything that they were feeling before this thing came to the tragic end. Now, for some of you, you're not going to want to even speak with them, right? Because you know that they're coming back for fire. Even if they're going to be honest with their feelings, it might be too late because they've already betrayed you. It's already been a hard shift, right? And the Knight of Swords tells me this person is coming in and not taking no for an answer. This person is sort of, showing up, and they're showing up smelling good, looking good. We do have the King and the Queen here. It feels like this person doesn't realize that since they've been gone, you've really grown. You've grown into the Empress. And so unless they are the Emperor, you might just not even bother entertaining them at all. All right. We've got Gemini energy here. We've got Virgo energy. We've got Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Libra and Taurus energy here. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Aquarius energy here. Take it as it resonates for you, my friend. Speaking of Scorpio, Scorpio, do you have anything to do with a Libra? Because I feel like there might be something going down if you do. Let's find out what's going on here. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week. Let's get a little bit of energy on the table for Scorpio. What is coming up for Scorpio? Scorpio, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the comment section right at the very top. I've pinned a comment. And if you want to learn how to book me, follow the link to Wizio. So we do have the Seven of Cups here. So this is going to be an emotionally overwhelming week, emotionally confusing possibly. Tell me more. What's going on here with Scorpio? We've got the Two of Cups. Something is coming up here. Ooh, okay. Wow. Alrighty then. So, Scorpio, I want to say that that you're going to have to make a decision this week, that you need to prepare to make some type of decision. It feels like there is some sort of somebody's coming at you with their feelings, but it's everywhere. It's like blah. Scorpio, somebody is going to show you their feelings, and that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And it feels like it is somebody who has romantic interest in you here. Somebody who's hoping that this will turn into sort of a Nine of Cups, right? We've got the Seven and the Two of Cups. We've also got the Eight and the Two, which is 10, but we do have the Eight of Cups here nonetheless. Now, it does feel like you need to prepare because it feels like somebody is going to be coming at you with a whole lot of feelings. And they're going to probably tell you that you broke their heart when you disconnected from them, when you disconnected emotionally. Scorpio, that's you. You will just nothing someone, right? You won't deal with the emotions. You don't like to you don't like to feel out of control in your emotions. You like to control all that stuff, constrict it, and keep it underneath the surface. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that being stoic is probably a really good exercise for a lot of people who don't really know what stoicism is. You might want to Google that and find out what it is. But I feel like there is somebody here who has a love interest in you, Scorpio. I feel like you pulled away from this person or disconnected from them, maybe nothing them, and it broke their heart. They're coming toward you here, it feels like. You need to be prepared because it feels like somebody is about to show up, and it feels almost like they're about to give you what for? I want to say they're about to give you a lot of energy that maybe you're not necessarily wanting, I'm going to say. Or maybe you don't know how to react to it because you don't really like to be out of control of your emotions. Tell me who is showing up with all of these emotions here. Oh, it's raining. Smells wonderful, by the way. We do have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands might be showing up. The King of Wands is somebody who's going to pursue. So this is predominantly masculine energy, but also feminine. So feminine or masculine energy. I want to say that this person is still very attracted to you, and they're hoping that there still is time to repair this. This is somebody who feels like they're probably going to want to see you face to face. This isn't going to go down in text or email or anything like that. This is somebody who wants to get on this new path of passion with you. They have a lot of feelings, I'm just going to say, and they're very confused as to why you pulled away. They're very confused as to why they're feeling sad about the situation. It does feel they want to try again. That's what it feels like with the Page of Pentacles. I want to say it feels like somebody here wants to try again with you. Who's this person in the Two of Cups, please? We got the Moon card. The Moon card, the Hanged Man energy, and we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody really wants to put the hard work in. They want to work on this. Somebody's not letting you go that easy. I'm going to say, Scorpio, and I don't blame them. You're kind of delicious. I know I always say that. Feminine or masculine. I don't blame them for not wanting to let you go. But it feels like you don't see this coming. I feel like this is going to happen out of the blue. The moon energy is here. And so I feel like this person has had a time to think and get some perspective. And the perspective is, I would like to work on things, that I'm still really attracted to you. I still would love to pursue you. I still want to have this exciting, happy path with you. Can we try again? That's what it feels like. But there's been a lot of distance. It feels like there's been a lot of lack. Somebody pushed somebody out with the Eight of Cups here. And it was heartbreaking. So somebody wants to see you face to face. You're probably going to get an invitation. Somebody who wants to try and grow that pentacle in the pentacle world, but they might even bring you a little gift. I'm just going to say, this is somebody who's really trying to get on your good side, but they're feeling really overwhelmed about losing the King of Wands. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Knight of Cups. We have Justice in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. I think you're done. I don't think you're going to say yes. I feel like you left this person out in the cold for a reason. I feel like you disconnected from them for a reason. I'm just going to say it feels a little bit of like fangirling or fanboying. You know what I mean? Like it feels like somebody who's kind of obsessed with you. It feels like a little bit of an obsession. Look, I don't have any Capricorn energy here. I don't have anything here that makes me feel like you have obsession of, except maybe the Hanged Man and the Moon energy. That can, if they get tangled, that can be a little bit of obsessive energy. Somebody who's sacrificing self, or is willing to sacrifice everything for you. And it almost seems to be a little bit, I don't know, how do I want to feel that? It almost feels like to be a little bit bothersome to you, because now that I'm seeing that there's no justice with the Queen of Wands, I feel for sure that you're going to turn away the King of Wands. Like you could be the King or the Queen, take it as it resonates. You might be the person who is the Queen and who is the one who the King is going to say, no, thank you. I feel that there's a reason that you turned them down with no justice here. And it feels like with the Knight of Cups, it feels like it's like you don't have any feelings for them anymore, or you're not really wanting to revisit this. But the thing is I feel like these two people have incredible chemistry. So I feel like the horizontal hula is off the hook. I feel like you guys, when you get into a place of passion, it's like boom, right? But I think that's the only thing that you have. I don't think that there's really any deep feelings here. I don't have anything that's showing me that there's deep feelings here. There is romance, for sure, but for the purpose of fire. That's what I think. So we do have the Hermit energy here. We do have that Nine of Cups. I think this person says to you, can you just think about it? I think we'd be really great together. But I think that you're remembering all the ways in which you don't want this, because the Three of Swords is already here. And it feels like although it broke your heart, you had to get out of this. They do feel a little obsessive. Like it does feel like somebody is a little obsessed with your energy here. We do have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, make sure that you do have these tight boundaries here. Somebody is coming in hopeful after the ending that you're going to want to share an Ace of Cups with them. They are somebody who's quite immature. I want to say that they're somebody who's quite immature. They're going to say, look, you're my soulmate. There's let's give each other some reciprocity, see if we can make this work. I feel like you're going to hold back though, because we do have the Strength card here. I feel like you're going to hold back. I don't think that this is the thing for you, Scorpio. I don't think that it is. It almost seems a little bit obsessive, like this person won't leave you alone. We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Libra energy, Aquarius energy. I'm going to say really think it over with this star energy and the Hermit. I'm going to say don't make a snap decision. Really go in with yourself, get some wisdom about it, think about it. If you want to heal the situation, maybe you're hopeful that it will work out. But I feel like you need to think on it here. But there was some sort of a really tough ending here that I don't think you're willing to go back to. I don't think you want to repeat. We do have Virgo energy here. We have Piscean energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, Pisces, Cancer, and we have some Leo energy at the bottom of the deck. All right. Sagittarius, this is you, my friend. Let's talk about it. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sagittarius. Tell me about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sag, if you're wanting a private read, please look below this video. I've pinned a comment to the top of the comments, and you just need to follow that link over to Wizio if you want to book me there. I'm on a 10-day turnaround time, and it's quite reasonable to book a one-question read. Let's find out what's going on here for Sagittarius. This is your sneak peek for this week, Sag. Let's find out what's going on, my fire family. What's going on with Sag this week? We do have, oh, look, happiness. It looks like you're open to whatever will come. I kind of love that. You're open to your wish fulfillment. And this is really important because a lot of people will manifest and manifest and manifest, and they think that they can stay the same without making changes and that their manifestation is just going to arrive. So if you're a person who is adverse to change, and you don't think you're ever going to have to change, that everyone else has to change, I'm not talking about you today. I'm talking about someone who is open to all possibilities. Someone whose arms are wide open to whatever the universe will bring them in terms of a wish fulfillment. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. It's like, bring it to me. Yeah, it's like, whatever you think I deserve, bring it to me. Tell me about Sagittarius. What is arriving here? What is Sagittarius going to open themselves up to here? We do have the King of Cups. Look at that. We do have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you are open to love. I feel like you are open to a really deep love. And that tells me that you've been working on yourself, Sag. That because you can only manifest, or you can only pull in through the law of attraction whatever you are. So if you are a person who wants somebody who's rich, who's wealthy, who's handsome, who's beautiful, who's got their own business, who's very successful, you have to be all those things before you can meet all those things. And if you aren't, you still might be able to get into a relationship, but it's going to crash and burn because those two vibrations are very different. So I want to say that you're open to whatever the universe is going to bring you. And I think what the universe is bringing you is the King of Cups, the one who is emotionally available, the one who is emotionally intelligent. This one is very deep. This one is very, very deep within their feelings here. Now, we do have the Seven of Cups here, which tells me that when it shows up, it might not be packaged the way that you think it should be packaged. And we do the Seven of Cups. You can see she's got the two, right? Love shows up. It shows up. But is it what you thought it would be? The Five of Cups is here. You start with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You're like, well, I realize that I always am the overgiver, the one who gives too much, the one who's always very patient, the one who who's giving and giving and giving. And I want to say that needs to stop. That the Knight of Pentacles is here. It's like you need to be less patient, I want to say. And patience is always a good thing, but I feel like sometimes you hold back and you wait for the other person to do what they're going to do, and then you act accordingly. And I feel like this person is somebody who is very stoic on the surface. They're not going to give you all of their energy all at once. The Knight of Pentacles being in the reverse tells me that this person is really not going to seem like they're putting a whole lot of energy into the situation. And that's why you're going to be in the Seven of Cups. You're going to be wondering, is this just going to crash and burn like the others? Is it just going to be the Five of Cups for me? Once I do commit to the Two of Cups, is it going to end up crashing and burning here? Tell me about the Nine of Cups here. We've got, there it is, the Nine of Swords. We've got the Page of Cups is in the reverse. With the Five. Yeah. I want to say that you are open to it. You're open to whatever the universe brings you. But realize that the universe is bringing you what you deserve, which may be very different from what you want. So when the universe brings people into our lives and they end up crashing and burning on us, or the relationship doesn't work, or the friendship fades, or whatever it is, it's because we were never on that vibrational match. So I want to say that you're open to whatever the universe will bring to you, and that you want to bring in someone who is on your vibrational match. So I think that you are right here as well. I think that you're ready, available, open. You're ready to maybe not show everything on the surface right away. And I feel like you've been waiting a really long time. It's like this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me it's taken forever. So I want to say that with the Nine of Swords here, it feels like there's worry, or you're stuck in a cycle. The cycle of when it does show up, it's like, now I don't know if I want it. Do I want to get into that again? Do I want to get into that energy again? I feel like you're feeling a little bit overly sensitive. That's what the Page of Cups in the reverse says to me, that maybe you're disconnected from your intuition, and maybe whatever is showing up, or whoever is showing up, whatever the situation is showing up, and you're not exactly impressed with it when it shows up, because it's not exactly packaged the way you thought it would be. I'm not really sure what that means, by the way. It could be a person or a situation. It could be maybe you get the job, but you're second choice. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe the person who got the job is the person who decided they didn't want the job, and now you get the job but you're second choice. Like it feels like something like that. So I feel like you are trying to avoid your emotions. It feels like that it's time to address that. It's time to really look at, like when a manifestation does show up, it's like, I feel like you need to practice a little bit of gratitude. So it might show up for you, but it's not going to show up the way that you thought it would. I think that you might think that it's unrealistic. That's another Page of Cups in the reverse. That maybe it's unrealistic that you think that this person who is emotionally available, very emotionally balanced, could ever have any interest in you. Maybe you've never dated someone, feminine or masculine, who was a functional feminine or masculine, who's balanced in their energies. Tell me what's going on here. We've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like you see it coming at you here. You know that it's all of it. You know that it's a long-term thing. You're very excited about it, but you're in your head about it here. It feels like with the Nine of Swords, I want to say that you're at risk of repeating a pattern because of the Nine of Swords. Tell me what the pattern is. The pattern is you call everybody your soulmate. I feel like it's time to, you know what, this Knight in the reverse is telling me to pull back a little bit here. Let's just not just jump into this everybody's my soulmate business and everybody's going to make me happy and this is going to be 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. And although it could be, I feel like it's almost like you're not quite as happy as you could be about whatever is showing up. It's showing up very soon. It's going to come in with the Tower, and I feel like it's coming in because you have hit the Empress level. Like it feels like you've been by yourself doing your thing and your manifestations are coming in now, but you feel like it's not the manifestation that you called for. So I feel like there is somebody who is showing up that is vibrationally on your level. This person is somebody who is ready to settle down. They see you as somebody who's ready to settle down and maybe commit to the 10 Cups, like the ultimate happiness in the long-term relationship. But I still feel like the Eight of Swords being here and the Nine of Swords is an issue. So I want to say that something is showing up for you, Sag, but it may not be packaged the way you thought. And whether it's a job or a person or a best friend or whatever it is, we do have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Maybe for you it'll be unrequited love. Maybe you just don't have romantic interest in this person. Maybe this person that's showing up is a soulmate friend and you don't intend on taking it any further than that. Could be an Emperor. You are the Empress. So it feels like the Emperor is showing up in the future here, but you might tell the Emperor, look, this is an unrequited love situation. The Emperor does want victory with you, wants to move ahead, but I think that you're going to be giving it the side eye. I'm just going to say. I feel like this Emperor is legit, wants victory with you, wants the Four of Wands, and I feel like they're coming in because they feel like they've missed the opportunity with you, that they weren't looking your way when it was time to make a decision about something. They may have made a decision about someone else, but that person is actually quite immature. That's somebody who they have to drag around by the bootstraps. Do you know what I mean? It feels like this person can't make their own decisions, that they are someone who is very flighty, does their own thing. I feel like there is a king and a queen here, an emperor and an empress who are going to come together. I feel like, I mean, you're well within your it feels like there's a reason here that you don't trust this person. But I feel like this also could be your own cycle that you're stuck in, right? With the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So be careful with that. I feel like it could be you're just like, oh, rolling the eyes. Look, here comes another one. I just don't want to be anybody's everything. I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to be the workhorse, that kind of thing. So you're really thinking it over, which is good. We've got Taurus and Libra. We've got the Tower, which is Scorpio. We've got Virgo energy here, Sagittarius energy. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I did say that. Oh, I meant to say Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. All right. Let's look at Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn for this week. Sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. If you're interested in a private read, my friend, look at the comment section. Right above the comment section, I pinned a note there for you. If you'd like to follow that link, that's how you can book me for a private read. It's quite reasonable, actually, for the price of a couple of Starbucks drinks. Let's find out what's going on for you, Capricorn. What is this week bringing? It is bringing the Six of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're stuck in nostalgia. You're stuck in your mind, stuck of thoughts about how it was happy back there. A lot of people, this happens. A lot of people get stuck there and they can't get out. It's those people that are walking around dressed in the 70s, dressed in the 80s, won't listen to any new music, won't change their hair in 25 years, won't update their look on the outside. You can pretty much be sure they're not doing anything with themselves on the inside. Look, a lot of people get stuck in nostalgia. They get stuck in the time of their heyday. Whenever that was. Whenever life was the best for them, they stay there and they just stay there. They don't move. I hope that's not you, Capricorn, but it feels like somebody here is stuck in nostalgic thoughts and feelings here. Why is this? because you're trying to heal. So you could be going over it because you just want to get rid of it. That is the way to get rid of thoughts that you don't want to have, by the way, is by inviting them in and saying, thank you for those memories, but I don't need those anymore. And then offering them back to the universe. Never just tell them to go away, because whatever you resist will persist. That's what Eckhart Tolle has taught us. So the Four of Swords, we've got the Temperance card, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like you are stuck in some sort of nostalgic memories here. It does feel like you're stuck. It feels like you're trying to heal it, but it does feel like you're stuck. I feel like this might be the week where you kind of get out of that energy of feeling, it's almost like somebody is sitting at the window waiting and hoping and watching, and that's what it feels like here. I feel, though, that that's going to end. Temperance is here, which tells me that the moment of alchemy has arrived and things are about to shift for you. Shift in a really good way. That when everything is perfect, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is going to be able to get out of these memories here. What are these memories and why are you stuck here? Why is the Six of Cups in the reverse, please? We've got, it's changing. I like it. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Five of Cups. And we've got the Two of Wands. You're carrying on. I like that. Capricorn. So I feel like this the Six of Cups being in the reverse is telling me that you've been stuck here for probably 5 or 6 months. I feel like you've been stuck in this nostalgia. I wish I had them back. Where are they? You know, people get stuck to whatever situation, you know, job, person, whatever is back there. But I feel like that's about to change because the Wheel of Fortune is here. You're about to expand, which I really love because I think you need to prepare, right? There's the Two of Wands. You have to prepare to expand your life. And I feel like with this Five of Cups here, what is changing is your attitude. I feel like you're no longer going to be sad and nostalgic and woe is me and why didn't it work out? I feel like this is telling me that you're moving forward. Look, the Queen is moving forward. The Queen of Pentacles, that's you, right? This is the pre-Empress energy, right? So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy, that it's taken you a long time to get here. And that's why I want to say in 5 or 6 months, you've been stuck in these nostalgic memories, possibly trying to heal them. And I feel like the universe hears you and throws you Temperance here and tells you, yep, it's exactly right. You're right. It's time for you to stand in your own energy, stand on your own 2 feet, be stable, sturdy, in the Pentacle world, being successful, having your own money. It's time for you to move forward here. It's time for you to stop being stuck in the heyday, whatever that means to you, whatever specific situation that you were in that was the happiest time in your life. I feel like finally you're going to get some relief from that. You're going to let it go. Look at that. In the future comes the Two of Cups. Tell me why. It's making room for new energy is what it is. I feel like you've been holding on to some sort of broken heart energy. So it looks like it's either a friendship that went bad or you're no longer speaking with the family, a sister or brother possibly, but it could be romantic. But when we see the Six of Cups, it can be any of those things. These are nostalgic memories, someone that you've known for a while. So I feel like with the Seven of Swords is telling me that the Two of Cups is here, that somebody lied to you about being your person. It feels like you feel like you got lied to in love and it broke your heart. And I do get it, but it feels like the Queen of Pentacles is what you are turning into here. You're realizing your power, you're realizing your worth. And when this shift of energy comes that you don't see arriving, I feel like you are going to be breaking some sort of a cycle. There it is. I like it. So we have the Nine of Swords, which is the place where you get stuck in the cycle. You keep repeating the thoughts over and over again, getting stuck in the Six of Cups in the reverse. And then the Eight of Cups, it tells me that you're disconnecting from these terrible thoughts that keep you up at night. It is a disconnection emotionally, which I really love. And I feel like it isn't something that you really see coming because the Moon energy is here, right? Pisces, Cancer energy. So you go from feeling shut off, shut down, not really wanting to talk to anybody about anything, not really wanting to give anyone else a new shot here. And I feel like you're in the dark. I feel like you're stuck with your emotions in the dark, and then having a hard time sleeping, but it feels like you are going to get some relief. It feels like you are disconnecting from this thought pattern and that things are about to get more stable, sturdy. I feel like it really is you realizing that you are the Queen of Pentacles, realizing that you are kind and loving and giving and you're helping anybody who wants help and you're the doter and you're the one who's the overgiver. I feel like you're like, no, you can't do that to me. I'm the Queen of Pentacles, man. Like I am abundant, and when I'm abundant, everyone around me is abundant. And so I feel like you have a realization that you're wasting your time on these nostalgic thoughts. We do have the Emperor, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Strength card. Look, you do have something really wonderful coming. What's changing is that the Emperor is going to arrive. It feels like there's going to be some sort of a celebration. I'm going to say, please take the invitations that you get from your friends. I don't care how small it is. Let's go bowling. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to the go-kart races. I don't care what it is. I feel like you need to take the invitations that you get from your friends and family, because I feel like you're about to meet somebody new in a social place, I want to say. So have the courage to do it. Have the courage to do something new. Ziplining, tap dancing. Maybe you want to be a rodeo clown. I don't know. But please have the courage to do something different so you can change things, right? That's what the Wheel of Fortune is about. If you decide that you're never going to change in this life, well, you've just shut down your life in general, essentially. You're always going to keep getting the same thing that you got. So for, if you keep getting these relationships that are showing up and then they crash and burn because the person is not pulling their weight in the relationship, I feel like you're not going to do that anymore, because the Queen of Pentacles knows their own worth. And so I feel like that's what has to change. Feeling sad about whatever went on in the past, who cares? Here comes someone new. Look, it is someone who's the conqueror. It is someone who has a business, or someone who has many businesses, someone who's very successful in their life, someone who is used to making sure that everyone around them has everything that they need. They're a person who is going to, provide. They're a provider. And I feel like you're about to meet somebody like that. They could be an Aries. They don't have to be. It could be Sagittarius as well. What else do we have here? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It feels like you are about to meet somebody really, really wonderful. Somebody who probably is going to step up and pursue, because that's who the Emperor is. The Emperor doesn't like to be pursued, but the Emperor will pursue. You won't meet this person face to face. That's what I'm saying. Please make sure that you keep taking invitations. You're going to meet them face to face. You're not going to meet them swiping on an app. You're not going to meet them on Facebook dating. You're going to meet them face to face in some sort of a public place, and you're going to be looking really good. I feel like I'm going to say, be confident when you meet this person, because they are the person who's bringing you one more pentacle. I feel like this person's looking for a long-term relationship. And I feel like they're coming for you, my friend. So change is good. So if you haven't changed your hair, your makeup, your clothes, your car, your house, if you haven't changed the interior of your house in years, you need to make room for new things. Get rid of the old furniture, put in the new furniture, right? You don't put the old furniture in with the new furniture, right? You make room, you clear space. I think that's what you have to do, whether that's on your person, in your mind, in your energy, in your home, whatever it is, you need to make something new again in order to get something you've never gotten before. We've got Aries. We've got Pisces and Cancer. We have Leo energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Scorpio energy. All right. Aquarius, this is you. Let's find out what's going on with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please, for this week. This is your sneak peek for this week, Aquarius. If you're interested in a private read, please look at the comments section. I've pinned a comment there. It has all the information you need. Hit that link. It'll take you right over to Wizio, where you can book me. I'm currently on a 10-day turnaround time. But there are options to get your readings sooner. You'll just have to look those over when you get there. Tell me about Aquarius, please. What's coming up this week for Aquarius? Okay. Aquarius, shit's about to go sideways. I'm just going to say, there's the Tower. It looks like there is going to be some sort of a shift, an upheaval, or a change. And I'm going to say it's not always a bad thing, right? It's not always a bad thing. Change is good. But when you're a fixed sign, change can be terrifying, especially if it shows up and expects you to make a change on the spot. But, I feel like there's going to be the destruction of something, but only so something else can be built stronger. Tell me about this Tower for Aquarius, please. We do have the Four of Cups. We have the King of Wands. And we do have the Two of Swords. I feel like somebody who you have blocked or who has blocked you is ready to pursue. It feels like somebody here has been sitting in their comfort zone. It's very interesting how these cards have fallen on the table. The person, whoever it is that's been sitting in their comfort zone here, you can see that this person is looking at this cup, but look, it's looking straight. They're looking straight at the Tower. So I don't know if it's you or if it's them, but somebody here is getting pushed out of their comfort zone. And It could be the King of Wands. Take it as it resonates for you. The King of Wands, of course, is somebody is in the pursuing energy. They do have to feel inspired to move, inspired to go get you, inspired for you to go get them. Take it as it resonates for you. You could have fire in the chart. You don't have to. That's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy. But I want to say that there's something here that someone is failing to see, that somebody here is trying to get balance by not looking around them. And I do say this sometimes with Libra energy, right? We can see the Libra symbol here. Libra energy, sometimes people with Libran energy, sun or rising, will tend to maybe ignore the bad stuff, ignore the red flags, ignore things that are going on around them, just in order to keep balance. So I want to say, there's something here that you don't see about the King of Wands. You'll be able to tell me more than I tell you, but it feels that there's something here that you failed to see about the King. Tell me why the Tower is here. Tell me what energy is in the Tower, please. Tell me about Aquarius. What energy is in the Tower for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, Aquarius. I saw someone coming up the walk. I had to go address the door. All right. So we do have, there's something here that you're not seeing about this King of Wands here. And I feel like there is going to be some sort of a realization that's going to pull the mask off here. It's going to pull off this, the eyes are covered here. It feels like there is something that you don't see that you might have to make a decision about. Tell me the energy that's in the Tower, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Seven of Wands is in the reverse. We do have the Knight of Swords, and we do have the Hierophant. I want to say that there's something here that's about to be revealed to you, and it's about to be, I feel like the King of Wands might reveal it to you. It feels like somebody here is coming in more flexible in the mind. It's almost like somebody who was standing their ground, but is no longer standing their ground and now wants to speak. Like the Knight of Swords is bringing in some sort of, it's kind of an aggressive energy that's coming forward and wants to talk about something that they've learned here. What has the King of Wands learned? It feels like, I want to say that this particular Tower is going to affect you, because I feel like this King of Wands feels as though they may have been stuck in a comfort zone, or possibly that it feels like they feel like they've missed out on you. I want to say this person is feeling regretful and sad that they haven't spoken with you. There's been no conversation here, right? With the Death card and the Eight of Wands, there's been no conversation. There's been no movement here. And I feel like somebody here is releasing this block because they want there to be movement between you. The Empress, you're showing up as the Empress. They're very attracted to you, and it feels like they do want victory with you. They see you as someone who doesn't need them, and I think that sometimes that's really hard for the masculine. When the masculine comes up against a feminine who doesn't need them, it's really kind of hard, because a lot of masculines are raised thinking that all they bring to the relationship is protection and money. And so when they meet somebody like the Empress, who has all of those things, can protect themselves, they have their own money, they're stable and grounded, and loving and kind, and they're probably a single parent, that this person feels like they didn't really have a place in your life. But it feels like with this Tower that they're coming in to tell you that they're feeling more flexible about that they're willing to try and make things work in some type of a commitment. That's what it feels like here. They want the victory. It feels like they see that you're getting a lot of attention, and it bothers them. They don't like that you're getting a lot of attention. The Queen of Wands tells me you're very attractive on the outside. On the inside, your energy is attractive, that you're somebody who just does your own thing. It's like, I don't need your help taking the sofa up the stairs. I'll do it myself. Like, I feel like that is something that they really like about you, that you're quite tenacious here. I feel like there is a misjudgment. It feels like somebody here has misjudged you, Aquarius, that maybe they thought differently of you, or maybe they thought they would have to provide for you, or maybe that you were codependent. This person it feels like they are somebody who is your equal, though. You are equal to them. They are equal to you, and they see your worth. They absolutely see your worth. And they want victory in that. But it feels like they have misjudged you, and I feel like now they feel silly that they did misjudge you. I feel like somebody wants to see you face to face to tell you that they have misjudged you here. We have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Devil. I don't know. Queen of Swords tells me somebody is liberating themselves from the Two of Cups because it's a bit obsessive. So you're going to have to make that decision. Is the King of Wands obsessed with the Queen of Wands or the Empress here? Is somebody attached to you? Is it somebody you can't let go of? It feels like this person is somebody who might be doing something that is hurting themselves, like whether that's spiritually, physically, mentally. Maybe they're drinking too much. Maybe they're, buying too many shoes or purses or whatever it is. But I feel like it feels like you liberated yourself from the situation with the King of Wands because you knew you could do it on your own, and you knew that this person wasn't being entirely honest with you. I feel like this person thinks about you all the time, like all the time. Two of Cups and the Devil is sort of obsessive thoughts, and this person is constantly thinking about how they felt they misled themselves or gave up on you or passed you up because of some sort of a mindset that they have, but they're liberating themselves from whatever they were thinking about you, whatever the mindset is. So I feel like you have somebody coming in who's going to ask you to come out for coffee. They want to see you face to face. It feels like somebody might be bringing you a small gift, maybe flowers or something like that. We do have Capricorn energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Virgo and Pisces. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Libra and Taurus here. Scorpio, more Taurus energy. Gemini energy here. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and Scorpio energy. All right, Pisces, here we go. It's you, my friend. Let's talk about Pisces. Sneak peek for this week, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces. Pisces, if you want a private read, please look below this video. It's above the comment section. I've pinned a note there. Just hit that link and it'll take you to the place where you need to book me. Let's talk about Pisces. What's coming up for the sneak peek this week for Pisces, please? We do have the Queen of Swords. You are liberating yourself from something. You're going to be telling somebody something. You're going to be very honest about something, not aggressive, but assertive. You're just going to tell somebody like it is. Not everybody likes to deal with the Queen of Swords because she is the one who is going to do it in a very head over heart manner. I'm not really going to get my feelings involved. I'm just going to tell you exactly how I feel about you or about the situation. And that's why I'm liberating myself, so I can do that. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you've liberated yourself. It feels like has been an opportunity that is traveling toward you. We do have the Four of Wands here. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. So it feels like with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, it feels like you're very confident that this opportunity has to do with the Four of Wands. That this opportunity is one that is two people who are coming together because of the Four of Wands, 1111. It's a very deep connection. It feels like it's made, like you two are made for each other, I want to say. But this opportunity has been traveling really slowly. I feel like you liberated yourself from the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you stopped waiting for this. And just said, if it's going to show up, it'll show up. It is what it is. I feel like you really do believe that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by here. We do have the Page of Wands. We have the Four of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. There is somebody, I believe, that you're going to be very honest with. I feel like the King of Cups is about to arrive, I want to say. It might be the opportunity that's showing up. The King of Cups, of course, is somebody who is kind of stoic on the surface, somebody who's never really shown you their feelings. And the King of Cups is also someone who's protective and loving and kind and deep and emotionally available and all those great things. This person is also someone who moves really slow. And the thing is that they're kind of stoic. They're really not going to show you how they feel on the surface. I feel like you, you liberated yourself here because you needed to get out of your comfort zone. I think you got out of your comfort zone because the Nine of Pentacles is here. You started building all on your own. You're like, I'll build my own damn house. I don't need a contractor. I'll do it myself. I don't really care. I'll find someone else to build my house, and I'll make sure that I'm the one looking over the plans, that I'm the one that's in charge. And so it does feel like you are liberating yourself. You liberated yourself from a situation of waiting. I think you stopped waiting, and I think that that's why the King of Cups is showing up. We do have a Page of Wands, and it tells me that this person might be from the past, because the Page of Wands is looking in the past. But it does feel like somebody is going to show up being flirty and fun. What's the intention of the King of Cups, please, for Pisces? We do have the Six of Cups, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Very interesting. So they're not showing up for fire, Pisces. They're not showing up for just hitting it, quitting it. That's not what they're doing. Somebody here is really ready to put in the hard work on some sort of a connection. They have nostalgic memories with you, and they'd like to continue those. Somebody is really ready to work hard. They've picked a path. And I think that the path that they've picked is the one of the King of Cups. They're going to show up as noble. They're going to show up as someone who is opening car doors. And, the King of Cups can be feminine or masculine, right? This is masculine leaning energy, but also as feminine energy. But we do have the feminine on the table as the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this person feels very connected to you or attached to you in some sort of nostalgic way. And that's why this person is showing up, but they're not showing up in passion. So they're not showing up like, I feel like they're still excited to see you, but they're not showing up with an intention of passion. They're showing up with an intention of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, trying to grow this, trying to nurture the Six of Cups. Tell me more about the King of Cups, please, in this situation. Somebody here has learned something. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Strength card, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So they are coming to get their soulmate. They know that you're the soulmate. They know that. It's like a realization that they've had. They've learned a lesson here. Somebody learned their lesson, and I feel like it's taken them forever to come to tell you that. This person is going to show up as confident themselves, I feel. They're a very busy person, so they're probably going to have to schedule you into their life. But I feel like the thing is it says here, be courageous about the Ten of Pentacles, because you are the Queen of Cups, or be courageous about the Ten of Cups, because you are the Queen of Cups. You know love. You are already happy. You're already happy. Like you're already at the apex of happiness. You don't really need this king to come in and make you happy. And that's the truth of it. If you're lacking something with you that you need a person in your life, then you probably might want to look at that and see what you're in lack of. Because when someone shows up in your life and you don't give them a job, like you don't give them a job of having to love you because they're trying to heal something out of you, I feel like you are happy, that you are giving and kind and compassionate, and you're ready to be open with somebody who's ready to be open with you. I feel like there is some sort of a commitment here that you have been wishing or hoping for, but I feel like you turned your back to everything here, and that you liberated yourself and decided, no, I don't need this. And if it shows up, it shows up. I feel like you liberated yourself from your comfort zone, and the comfort zone is, I'm just going to date whoever arrives. I feel like you're not doing that anymore. I think you're being selective, asking a lot of questions, being very assertive, letting this person know that you will liberate yourself at any moment, that you will leave a situation. We do have the Justice card, we have the Ten of Wands, and the Hanged Man. I feel like whatever perspective that the King of Cups is going to give you is going to help you drop a lot of burdens. I feel like there's going to be a very honest conversation, because we have the Queen of Swords in the middle of the reading, and then we have Justice. So Justice is coming out. Something's being said in your favor. You're clearing up some karmic energy. I want to say you're dropping some burdens, and you've got a new perspective on things. So I feel like this King of Cups is arriving. For some of you, it will be this week. It's going to be very confusing. You've been hopeful that you could talk with this person, but now that it's staring you in the face, it's causing a tower. It's making a huge shift, an upheaval, a change. It was something you weren't expecting. You weren't expecting, maybe you've got your whole schedule worked out for the week and you weren't expecting to have to stop for a tower where somebody wants to communicate with you and tell you exactly how they feel about you. So that's good news for some of you. We've got the High Priestess. I think you already knew that this person was on the way because you felt the temperance in the distance. I feel like you felt that this moment of alchemy would arrive. All you needed to do is remain silent, practice within, go within. The High Priestess is somebody who's practicing their craft and they use their life to better humanity. So I feel like you were very involved in that, waiting for this moment of alchemy here, and the wish fulfillment is showing up, my friend. You thought it wouldn't. Seven of Swords is here, but here comes romance. You thought it wasn't going to show up. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Let's get some signs for you and get you out of here, Pisces. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Scorpio energy. We've got Gemini. We've got Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. More Pisces on the bottom of the deck, right? I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you guys. I'm out for now, and I will be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.